Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again, and I wanted to get back to my position series that I was working on. For the position series today, I want to talk about the safety position for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, we know that the safety position is kind of light. When you look at the roster, we literally only got 5 guys. We got 5 safeties right now. Because I think CJ Goodwin, he's a corner, right? Yeah. So there might be some position changes on the secondary. We really don't know, but as of right now, this is what I got. So I'm gonna talk about these 5 that we have right now, because we got a whole gang of cornerbacks on this team, including the ones that we picked up in the offseason. Now, the one new safety that we have outside of the undrafted guy is Clinton-Dix. Now, Clinton-Dix, we know Mike McCarthy drafted him originally for the Green Bay Packers, and he went to the Redskins, and he went to the Bears, and now he's with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, his contract is only for 1 year, right, for Clinton-Dix. But Mike McCarthy, it's that being familiar with that player, so it's like, okay, I drafted him, I know what he can do, I know what he's capable of, I know that our coaching staff on our defensive side can handle him, and so on and so forth. So, with Mike Nolan being a defensive coordinator, then you got Al Harris as the secondaries coach, and then you got Maurice Lindquist helping out with the secondary guys as well. I think that with Al Harris' presence and Maurice Lindquist, these younger coaches, I think that there'll be an ear more for these younger guys, and they'll be able to do different things than what we did before. And they're going to coach a whole different way than what we were before. When we had Chris Richard, it was, don't look back for the ball. You ain't going to do none of that, And they were just playing guys out of position. Some guys that play better in zone, they were playing in press man coverage. Guys that are better in press man coverage, they were playing them in specific zone reads. And it's just, they were really messing up how the players play. This is the reason why these players go to other teams and they play much better, because these coaches can read their strengths and play to their strengths. Now, this new coaching staff, they've said many times before that we are playing to what our players are, not to what individual system that we're trying to put in place. Now, they have a system, yes. Every coach has a system, but you can tweak any system. There's so many different things that you could do within a system. That's what makes you a good football team, by your coaching. And this is what I try to tell fans all the time when they start talking about different players suck and this and that. I'm like, yo, sometimes they're just in a badass system. And I'm going to tell you, and I know this is off topic, but Cameron Irving, the offensive lineman that we got from the Browns, that is the former first-round draft pick for them. Remember, the Browns didn't have good coaching on their offensive line. Remember, we ended up getting that was the Bengals, but you know what I mean. They didn't have really good coaching on their offensive line. They didn't even really have a good offensive line. Cam Irving was one of the best ones that they had at the time, and his fault, his failures wasn't really because of his talent. It's just because when you have an offensive line, if they're not working as one cohesive unit, that's one unit that has to work together to be successful. I don't care how good one person is. All 5 of those guys have to be doing their thing. You know what I mean? So it kind of works hand in hand, if you get what I'm saying. So with that being said, I think that he would be a pretty good backup for the Dallas Cowboys. I think that he'd be a good swing tackle. So that's what I'm saying. When you play guys out of the way that they normally play, they don't do so well. Which is the reason why Clinton-Dix didn't do all that well with the Redskins. He did all right. But again, when you play these guys out of what they normally are, what they normally do, it's new to them sometimes. So you kind of got to play players where they're comfortable to get the best out of them. And, me being me being a person that played football myself on organized teams, I know for a fact that, like, hey, you play me out of position, I'm probably not going to be as good as what I normally do, because now I got to learn this position, and this is not what I'm comfortable with. So I'm just a big advocate on playing guys where they dominate at, because if you got a player that's good at that, why are you trying to make him something that he's not? Jason Garrett. But anyway, I'm glad that that's over with. So, on to bigger and better things with Mike McCarthy's crew. So, I'm excited about what this defensive staff has and trying to put together for this team. Granted that the season goes, but training camp is gonna start. I think next week, sometime. Like literally, like it's coming, and they said that training camp is going to start as normal, so we'll see what happens with that. So, like I said, back to Clinton-Dix. So right now, they have him and Xavier Woods as the starting safeties for this defense. I think Clinton-Dix might actually play good for us. He might play like he did when he was with Green Bay, because again, he's coming back to what he's good at, like I already stated. So, Xavier Woods, you look at these guys' contract. Clinton-Dix, 1-year contract. Xavier Woods, he's on the last year of his rookie contract, so he has a lot to prove. But I think, and I know that with this new coaching staff, it's going to be very beneficial to Xavier Woods, and it's going to make him, because I mean he showed his skills. We know that he can play, but I think that with this staff, they're going to bring the best out of him. So the Cowboys ain't gonna have no choice but to re-sign him next year. So that's gonna bode well for him. So I know he's excited about the opportunity to be with a coaching staff that's gonna help him get to where he needs to be and to play the best that he can play. So you look at that. So Clinton-Dix, Xavier Woods, as of now, unless somebody in training camp bumps them, they're slated to starter, so they're gonna get all the first team reps. Then you have Donovan Wilson. Where does Donovan Wilson come into play? We've raved and ranted about Donovan Wilson last year, and him not getting the opportunity to do certain things, but he's gonna have the opportunity this year because, like I said, that safety room is short, and it doesn't look like they want to sign anybody else right now. So everybody, all that talk about Jamal Adams and all that, they ain't got the money for Jamal Adams. You gotta have to pay him like tons of freaking money that the Cowboys not trying to do. So they're confident on the guys that they have right now, and I'm not mad at it because I think that the guys that we have are good. It's just that with our ex-coaching staff, they weren't able to play well. And I'm telling you guys, the guys that we had are much better than what we think they are. Especially, Jordan Lewis on the cornerback side. Like, he's going to show a lot of promise on the cornerbacks. And then when I talk about them, I'll talk more about him. But again, Donovan Wilson has a lot to show as well. I think that he has the talent. He just needs to get that confidence up, and that comes with playing more. If you don't get a chance to play, how can you have the confidence to be the best that you can be if you don't get the opportunity? So he's definitely going to have the opportunity this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing Donovan Wilson and what he can do as well. Darian Thompson. So Darian Thompson was a guy that we've had on the practice squad for a couple of years. He was on the 53-man roster last year, and he actually played good when Kayvon Frazier got injured and he wasn't playing, and some other guys got injured. He got more playing time, and he was in there and he was doing his thing. He was doing the damn thing, and I saw some plays on defense, especially in the red zone, where he was batting the ball down from the guy, the receiver getting it in the end zone. And again, he showed promise. And I was actually shocked because I didn't think that Darian Thompson was going to show up like that. Now, this coaching staff likes what they see with Darian Thompson, so that's why they re-signed him quicker in the offseason. So, he got re-signed, so he's back. Then if you want to go back to it, I talked about him in the undrafted series. Luther Kirk, undrafted safety. Definitely a guy that they're looking for this team. He's definitely one of those guys that has potential. So, lucky for him, the safety spot is short, so he might have the opportunity to actually make this roster, especially if they go up to 55 players or whatever the number that is going to be this year. I got to go back and look at that and see what it is. But anywho, I'm looking to see these guys. I'm going to be looking at all these guys. So if you look at Clinton-Dix and Xavier Woods as your starters, you got Darian Thompson, you got Luther Kirky, you got Donovan Wilson as your backup. So, pretty much all these guys should crack the roster. But they're going to have to show out this training camp and fight against these receivers and tight ends and see who can fit the bill. So we'll see. But those are the guys that we have right now. Definitely look at those. There might be some position changes. Look out for that in the in training camp. But we'll see. We really don't know right now where they're going to move those guys. But I think as of right now, this is what you got. This is what you got with those guys right now. So I like these guys. They're all the height, the weight, the scrappiness, the everything that this particular coaching staff is looking for. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments section. Yeah, everybody got their toys out today getting it in. I think I'm going to put an exhaust on this car too. Get a little rumble so I can play around with the big boys. But anywho, in the meantime, between the time, thanks again to all my subscribers. Those of you that watched the live stream, I hope you guys were entertained by everything. It was a really good live stream. We had a lot of laughs in there. If you missed the live stream, you can always go back and look at it. That's the joy of YouTube. Whenever things are there, you can go back and look at them again. So it's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real, y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great day.